Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is quadrilateral. Okay, which is what? Quadrilateral. And we take a very important theorem. We take a very important theorem related to quadrilateral, and we discuss about the angle sum property of the triangle of the quadrilateral. And dear students, in previous class we take and solve the very important some important question of your syllabus based on quadrilateral. Okay dear students, now in that class first of all we discuss some important various types of the quadrilaterals which are involved in your chapter. So in order to discuss about the various type of first of all we discuss about the trapezium. First of all we discuss about the trapezium. What is the concept of trapezium? This is trapezium is a types of quadrilateral having two parallel sides. Having what? One pair of parallel sides is called a trapezium. A quadrilateral having one pair of parallel sides. Suppose that the shape of the trapezium in this way. Suppose ABCD is a trapezium in which AD and BC are parallel to each other. That is AD parallel to BC. This is the concept of trapezium. Means trapezium is a special types of quadrilateral in which one pair of sides are parallel to each other. So this is said to be what? Trapezium. Now second one we discuss about the parallelogram. We discuss about the various types of parallelogram quadrilateral. Now, so second one is what? The parallelogram. Parallelogram. Dear students, parallelogram is also a special types of what? Quadrilateral in which its both pair of sides are parallel to each other. Means this is the shape of the parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. This is A, B, C, D. Okay, this is A, B, C, D is a parallelogram in which AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. Okay, AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. This is the concept of what? Parallelogram. So, dear friends, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel to each other. Now, dear friends, we discuss about the rectangle. Rectangle. You know that rectangle is also a types of the quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel or equal to each other and each angle is 90 degree in this way. This is the types of the what? Rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle in which opposite sides are equal to each other and each angle is what? Each angle is what? 90 degrees. So it is said to be a what? It is said to be a rectangle. Now in square, a square is a types of quadrilateral with adjacent sides are parallel. All of its sides are equal to each other and each angle is equal to 90 degree. This in this way. This is the types of square. This is a square in which all sides are equal to each other and each angle is what? 90 degree. Each angle is what? 90 degree. So this is the concept of what? A square, rectangle and parallelogram. So in this way we clear the concept of what? Related to quadrilateral, various types of quadrilateral. Now we are going to discuss about the some properties of parallelogram. Means we take and prove the some important NCERT theorem related to parallelogram. Let's see. Let's see, dear students. We discuss about the properties of parallelogram. We discuss about the what? properties of parallelogram. Okay, now dear students, first of all we take a very important theorem of your NCERT exercise based on parallelogram. Let's see, we take a theorem. We take one important theorem related to parallelogram. Let's see, a diagonal of a parallelogram, a diagonal of a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangle, into two congruent triangle. Okay, so this is the very important properties theorem related to parallelogram ki a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. This is very important theorem of your NCERT exercise. So first of all, in order to prove that theorem, first of all we draw a parallelogram A, B, C, D, and we have to do some construction. We draw AC. We join their diagonals AC. Okay. Now let's see. First of all, let's see. This one we already discussed so many times. In proving any theorem, first of all we write given. Then after we write to prove. Then we write construction. If any, then we write what proof. So we follows that steps of proving. Okay. Let's see. So first of all, we write given. In given we write what here parallelogram ABCD in which AC is its diagonal. Okay, AC is its diagonal and it is a parallelogram, that is, and as well as AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to CD, because of by the concept of parallelogram, in parallelogram both sides are parallel to each other. Okay, now to prove what I prove, let's see. We prove triangle ABC congruent na, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Okay, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Okay, dear students. So this is proof in that we have to prove in that theorem. Okay, let's see. So first of all, we write the given. In given we write these friends. We write A, B, C, D in a parallelogram A, B, C, D in which AC is its diagonal and its two sides are parallel to each other, and means AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to CD, and we have to show that the diagonals of the quadrilateral divides it into two congruent triangles. Okay, so let's see, and we have to do some construction. What I do in construction, dear students? In construction we join AC. Just join AC. We just join AC. Okay. Now we write as proof. Okay. Now let's see, dear friends. First of all, let's see. Since AD parallel to BC, and AC as a transversal and AC as a transversal, that is that angle is equal to that angle, because of alternate interior angle are equal to each other if two parallel line cuts by the transversal. So in this way कि ACB angle ACB is same as angle CAD. CAD. These are the what? Alternate interior angles. Okay. So if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition the alternate interior angles are equal to each other. Now again AB parallel to CD, AB parallel to CD, and now again AB parallel to CD and CA as a transversal and CA as a transversal, that is CA as a transversal, that is that angle is equal to that. This is also the alternate interior angle. Okay, and now that is angle BAC. Angle BAC is same as angle DCA. Angle DCA. These are also the alternate interior angles. Okay, these are the alternate interior angles, and okay, these are also the alternate. Thus, in triangle ABC and in triangle ABC and triangle CDA. In triangle CDA we have angle ACB. Angle ACB same as angle CA. ACB is equal to angle CAD. Okay, and AC is equal to AC. This is common. No? And also we write as a relation angle BAC. Angle BAC same as angle DCA. Thus by angle side angle congruency rule. Thus by what? Angle side angle rule. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Hence proved. Okay, hence proved. Thus, dear friends, in this way you can solve you can prove each and every theorem of your NCERT exercise based on the topic quadrilateral. So just please do more and more practices of that type of theorem, because of these are the very important theorem of your syllabus. Okay, Jason. Now we take and solve one more important NCERT theorem based on parallelogram. Let's see, dear students. Okay, now clear that concept. This is very important theorem. So please do more and more practices of that type of theorem. Now we take one more theorem based on parallelogram. Let's see. Let's see. We take a very important theorem. The opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Take a very important theorem, dear friends. The opposite angles of a parallelogram of a parallelogram are equal. Students, this is also a very important theorem of your syllabus. Okay, so let's see what is the method to prove that theorem. Let's see. So in order to prove that theorem, first of all we draw a parallelogram. We draw a parallelogram ABCD. And so first of all we write in given. What is given? Here a parallelogram ABCD. Here this is a parallelogram ABCD in which AB parallel to DC and AD parallel to BC. This is given that. Okay. Now what we prove in that theorem, we have to prove that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Means angle A is equal to, we have to show that angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. So it is writing to prove. Then after we write to, we have to show that angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Thus now we write no any construction in that figure. Now we write let's see, we write as proof. Now let's see, dear students, what is the process to solve that type of question. Let's see. Here AB parallel to DC. Since AB parallel to DC and AD as a transversal and AD as a transversal, then angle D and angle A form what? Co-interior angle, and we know that the co-interior angle are supplementary to each other. Okay, then angle A plus angle D must be equal to 180 because of they are the co-interior angles, and we know that the co-interior angles are equal to supplementary to each other, means their sum of measures is what? 180. So we take equation number 1. Similarly what I do, let's see. Okay, now let's see AB parallel to BC. Similarly AD parallel to BC and CD as a transversal and CD as a transversal, that is angle D and angle C and D are also form what? Co-interior angles, and we know that co-interior angles are supplementary to each other. It means that their sum of measures is 180, that is angle C plus angle D must be equal to what? 180. Take equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2 we get both are equal to 180, so we can write angle A plus angle D is same as angle C plus angle D. So angle D, angle T got cancelled to each other. Thus we get as what? Angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly we can prove. Similarly we can prove angle B is equal to angle D. Hence proof. Thus, dear student, in this way we can say that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal to each other. So first of all we draw a parallelogram ABCD. Okay, and you know that in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel to each other. Now first of all we take AB parallel to CD and AD as a transversal. Then we know that the co-interior, they form a pair of co-interior angles, and we know that the pair of co-interior angles are supplementary to each other. It means that their sum of measures is 180. So we form in equation 1. Then after we take as AD parallel to BC and CD as a transversal. Then C and angle D are also form a co-interior angle, and they are also supplementary to each other, means their sum of measures is what? 180. So we form equation 1 and 2. Now using 1 and 2 we write that relation. So D cancel to each other. So angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly we can prove angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, dear friend, so this is the method to prove that type of theorem. So please, dear friend, do more and more practices of that type of theorem. Then you can prove each and every theorem of your NCERT exercise based on parallelogram. Now we take and solve some important questions based on parallelogram. Let's see, dear friends. Let's see. Let's see. We take a question. In the given figure, in the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. In the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. Find the values of x and y. Find the values of x and y. Okay, students. In the given figure, ABCD is the parallelogram, and find the values of x and y. And figure is what? Let's see, dear students. This is the diagonal degree joint lines, okay, and this is 28, and this is what 60 degree, and this is what 12x and 7y. This is 12x and this is 7y. Let's see. Now, since ABCD is a parallelogram and we just find the values of x and y, now let's see its solution. Just to discuss about that, since ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, that is AD parallel to BC. That is AD parallel to BC. That is AD parallel to BC, and AD parallel to BC, and we take BD as a transversal and BD as a transversal. That is, let's see, here dear students, AD parallel to BC and BD as a what? Transversal. Then that is 7y is equal to 128 degree, because these are the alternate interior angles, as well as 12x is equal to 60. 12x is equal to 60. These are also the alternate interior angles, and you know that the alternate interior angles are equal to each other. Thus, from there we get y is equal to 28 upon 7, then 7 4s are 28. This is the value of y as what? 4. Okay, and from there this is the value of x as what? 60 upon 12. 12, 5 is 60, that is the value of x is equal to 5. Okay, this is another answer. Okay, thus, dear friend, this is the method to solve that type of questions. Now, we take and solve one more question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic parallelogram. Let's see. Now let's see. Find the four angles ABCD. Find the four angles A, B, C and D. A, B, C and D in the parallelogram ABCD. In the parallelogram ABCD. Find the four angles ABCD in the parallelogram ABCD, and your parallelogram is what? Let's see. Here this is given as, let's see, ABCD is given that, and this is 3A, this is what? 2A, this is 5A, this is 2A, this is 5A respectively. Okay dear students, now what I do? Now we find the value of each and every angle. So first of all dear students, now let's see its solution. Since in triangle BCD, dear students, first of all in triangle BCD we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Let's see. So we write as 2A plus 3A plus 5A is equal to what? 180. That is, we get as, this is 10A is equal to 180, 0 0 cancel to each other. So the value of A is what? 18. That is, angle C is equal to what? This is 5A. So 5 into 18. This is 19. That is one answer. Answer C, angle C is equal to what? 90 degrees. Second one thing is that dear students, what? Let's see. And we know that the opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal to each other. Just I discussed about the theorem. We discussed about the theorem based on the parallelogram in which we have our opposite angles are equal. Since from figure or by the concept of parallelogram, we have what? Angle A is equal to angle C. That is, angle A is equal to angle C is what? 90. So angle A is also equal to 90. This is another answer. Now dear friends, what I do? Let's see. Now you know that the sum of all angles. Now the sum of all angles of the what? Quadrilateral is what? 360. We know that angle sum property of the triangle. Now angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to what? 360 degree. Now we write as what? Angle A plus angle C as what? 90 degree. So we get as what? Now opposite angles are equal to each other, na? So we write as angle A, we write as angle B as angle D. So and in the respect of AC, na? So we write as what? Angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. So this is 2 times angle A or plus 2 times angle B is equal to what? 360. So we get as angle A plus angle B is equal to, this is 180 now. Now we get a value of angle A is what? 90 plus angle B is equal to 180. Thus the value of angle B is equal to 180 minus 90. That is what? Angle B is also equal to 90 degree and angle B is equal to angle D. Opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal to each other and angle D is also equal to angle B. That is, angle D is also equal to 90 degree. Thus, in that figure, in that parallelogram, all the angles of the parallelogram ABCD is what? Each equal to what? 90 degree. Okay. Thus, dear students, in this way, in today's class, we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is quadrilateral, which is very important for you and your upcoming examination. So dear student, first of all, you revise all the questions which we discuss in all the theorem which we discuss in that class. Now after that, now in next class we take and solve some important question or theorem based on that chapter. Okay dear students, now thanks to all.